ambassador there has not received their papers yet.
So I don't know the answer to the second part of the question, but I can try find out for you in advance of the weekend. In relation to the first part, the decision was taken by Ireland to. So Ireland never severed diplomatic relations with Iran, but at a time of, you'll remember back at the financial crash, we curtailed the actual embassy presence in a number of locations. There was a decision taken subsequently, I think under Minister Coveney's time, to then effectively reverse that and to put that embassy infrastructure back in place. And that's the process that the Taoiseach is continuing to roll out. I have no difficulty with that because we've constantly had diplomatic relations during that period of time. But I would always make the point, just having diplomatic relations with a country is not the same as agreeing with a country. So, I mean, we have diplomatic relations with Russia. We utterly deplore the actions of Russia. We have diplomatic relations with Israel. While I'm very clear, Israel is, in my view, continuing to engage in a war on children in Gaza. So we can have diplomatic relations with a country and we can continue to call out that. But I do know in the past, even in the relatively recent past, the diplomatic structures that we have in place have been of great significance to, well, at least in one case, quite a prominent case regarding an Irish citizen and getting them out.
Just on the safety issue, I mean, it's just the timing of it. Are you concerned for the safety of the pending ambassador?
Yes, we generally don't discuss that other than to say absolutely the safety of any diplomat or local staff that would work in any structure would of course be a factor in terms of deciding when to physically open a building, where to do it, how to keep them secure. So I think sometimes there can be a misconception that we didn't have the that we've now decided to establish diplomatic relations, whereas they've already existed. The question now is about the infrastructure you put in place on the ground. And of course the security situation in the region will be paramount in our mind.
Louise?